jetzt mache ich noch die gleichen Schmähs wie vorher. Was passt der? 30 Minuten. Boah, 10 Minuten weniger. 10 Minuten weniger, wie die erreicht hat. Meine Hoffnung ist ja, dass das Motorrad noch ein paar Zeit durchhaltet. Ah na, das war später. Okay.
Hey Sam, I see you're coming up on Lake Knot. Stay strong. We're all rooting for you to finish the job and come home safe. By the way, I've made more progress in a certain investigation. It seems that Clifford Unger willingly put his own child in the care of the scientists conducting the BB experiments. But he did so completely unaware of their true intentions. This is pure speculation, but I think when Cliff found out about their plans, he attempted to reclaim custody. And after he failed, the BB remained in the program's care. In which case, he would have every reason to bear a grudge towards the president, the woman who allowed it all to happen. Don't you think?
Ja,
but
schon
just because
eigentlich,
President Strand is dead, doesn't mean his hate died with her. No, I think he redirected it towards Bridges.
Nein, ich glaube
towards you and Amelie and anyone close to the director. And now that hate is driving him to set in motion the last stranding, to bring an end to the world as we know it. Why else would Cliff hold Amelie hostage on the beach? He must know that she's an EE. There's no time to lose. You have to save her and the director. Though I still don't understand how he managed to travel to her beach in the first place. There must be more to their relationship. I'll see what I can find.
Gut so. Batman, mach das mal weiter. Mühlwanze. Was sollen sie machen? Mich aber schießen? Hinten sie eigentlich. Ich glaube, sie sind guten fähigen Scharfschütze. Oh, eine Windrose. Wie viele Geräusche das eigentlich macht, ja? Mit jetzt
Got a moment, Sam? It's about the director. So there's no way he could have made the jump to Amelie's beach if they didn't share a strong personal connection, right? Well, I looked, and I couldn't see one. The network should have contained something, anything, but there was nothing whatsoever. His entire life prior to his tenure with Bridges has been redacted. His name, his past, everything. There's no telling who he was. Which led me to consider another possibility.
Die Hard, man.
What if it isn't the director and Amelie who have a connection, but the director and Clifford Unger?
Good sein.
And what if that connection is what facilitated the director's jump to Amelie's beach? If it's those two who have a personal history, then it might explain why Cliff is holding the director hostage as well. But even if that were the case, it doesn't answer the bigger question.
Nein, nicht.
How the hell did the two of them end up on Amelie's beach?
Aber ich werde auch nicht die Reise kürzen.
There's something else I'd like you to consider.
Weil derzeit ist es.
A guess, albeit an educated one,
Das
concerning
ist eigentlich,
Cliff's
dauert
objective.
eigentlich nicht so lang.
Somehow, with the aid of the chiral network, our individual beaches have begun to coalesce, resulting in the formation of a single massive seam. Should this process continue, there is a risk that BTs will flood across into our world, bringing about a Death Stranding on a heretofore unprecedented scale. Now, Clifford Unger's battlefields and my own beach appear to be unaffected by this phenomenon, existing entirely in isolation. They do not and have never intersected with others.
Okay.
But what if there were another class of beach, one that exists on a higher plane, that was responsible for setting this process in motion? And what if the beach in question were none other than Amelie's? Cliff may have summoned the director, but I believe his true aim was to seize control of Amelie's beach, to exploit its power over every other beach, and trigger the last stranding. It's the only rational explanation for Cliff's actions, which is why you have to stop him.
Wir werden ihn stoppen,
If
Frauen.
Hartman's right, then we're in serious trouble. Using the chiral network in Amelie's beach to trigger the last stranding? That's why Higgs went after Amelie, wasn't it? If
Ja,
it was
Higgs hat
Cliff
auch vor
who put him
Amelie
up to it.
gekniet, gell? Vergiss mal das
it
einmal
all
nicht.
fits. With the
Er hat
last
sich
stranding,
verbeugt.
he'll finally have his revenge against the world that stole his life and his child. You've got to stop him, Sam.
Und wahrscheinlich auch seine Frau.
You've got to make the jump to Amelie's beach as soon as possible.
Naja, wo er Sohn ist, muss er auch Frau
and
sein.
get her back. It's our only hope. If you can't, then we're all doomed.
Muss ja auf mich schießen. Never Es ist gut, dass wir diesmal einen Freewheeler gefunden haben. Dadurch sind wir schneller. Warte, wollte ich eigentlich kaputt machen. Genau. Das habe ich leider auch früher nicht geschafft bei der ersten Aufnahme. So ein Bild zu machen. Also, meine Vermutung da war, bevor ich es gespielt habe, Vietnam oder Japan. Schreibt in die Kommentare, was ihr glaubt. Bevor, aber nicht schummeln, gell? Ich weiß ja mittlerweile, wo es war.
Would mean I had to be there for you, your mom, no matter what. I couldn't just go off and get myself killed anymore. Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't. I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Sorry it took me so long. Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Jetzt ergibt es für mich einen Sinn.
I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John. Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
Die Hartman soll ihn erschießen. Warum auch immer. Aber sie will das so, also hoch mal auf sie. Die Hartman. Und jetzt wachen wir auf. Erst wenn sogar der Helikopter eine Nabelschnur hat, ist es schon komisch. Ja, Die Hartman seine Maske oben, das finde ich so geil. Das ist einfach interessant ist. Und wie immer wache ich wahrscheinlich ohne irgendwas auf und muss mir erst die Waffen selber sammeln. Episode 11. Clifford Unger. Ah, schau, wow, wow, ich bin eigentlich ohne irgendwas da aufgebaut, weil ich ja ohne Zwischenfall in die Stadt gekommen bin. Also ohne, dass ich auf die zwei getroffen bin, auf die ich getroffen bin. Hallo? Hast du? Das ist nicht so gefährlich beim Kugelhagel. Mit Kugelhagel. Ja, Kugelhagel. Mach. Mit Kugelhagel. Alter. Nie halt für einen Versprecher. Jawohl, weiter geht's. Hopp, hopp, hopp. Handfeuerwaffe. Hallo? Uah, Gleichgewicht halten, hallo. Muss ich mal anordnen. Ah, ich hab gedacht, ich schaff's vielleicht ohne, dass mir was trifft. Weil ich nämlich gerade früher nicht geschafft und warum sollte ich es jetzt schaffen? Hui. Nur gebombt wird da. Ich frage mich, woher man weiß, wie. So, wir werden es hier in der Ausbildung lernen. Zur Spec Ops wird sicher das in der Ausbildung lernen, wie die Terrains ausgeschaut haben und wie man da am besten gewinnt. Und weiter geht's. Gruselige Puppen. Gruselige Puppen. Clifford. Er mit seiner Zigaretten. So, weil ich es gerade früher nicht gescheit hinkriegt habe, aber jetzt werde ich es gescheit hinkriegen. Ja, stimmt, das habe ich ja noch. So, aber jetzt verschiedenste Möglichkeiten, die Folge zu betiteln und vor allem mit einem gescheiten Thumbnail zu versorgen. So wie es sich halt einfach kehrt. So, Clifford. Gehen wir in die nächste Runde, oder? Ah, beim ersten Durchlauf habe ich so schöne Headshots zum Dreck. Ups. Warte mal. Guck mal die Handfeuerwaffe. Okay. Ja, aber jetzt mal waren nicht mehr so viele Kopftreffer. Beim ersten Mal habe ich nämlich voll viele Kopftreffer gelandet. Und jetzt nochmal Sturmgewehr. Warte, ich tu gleich ablegen. Ganz ehrlich, die Anti-GD-Handfeuerwaffen können wir auch ablegen. Genauso wie die zwei Blutbeutel.
Move, 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 move. Where are you, baby?
I don't know what you mean. I'm here. Okay. Da hinten steht einer. Wo ist der jetzt hin? Da ist ein Blutbeutel aber geflogen, das ist super. Perfekt. Was ist da hinten? Achso, das sind die, was ich abgelegt habe.
We need reinforcements. Move, 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 move.
Naja, Sturmgewehr zuerst verbrauchen, oder? Boah, wo? Was ist denn das? Ah! Komm schon. Ja.
We're done here. Move.
Und unser Sturmgewehr und der Blutbeutel, den brauche ich. Wow.
We need reinforcements. Get back out there.
Das ist Schrottflinte. Das sieht okay.
I'll make it right. Tango, tango.
So, wo sind sie? Irgendwo das haben sie auf jeden Fall. Ich mag das überhaupt nicht, wenn ich nichts sehe. Danke. Na? Ja. Eins. Einfach das offene Feld ist halt echt gescheit, ja. Nochmal. Wo ist er, wo ist er, wo ist er? Da ist er.
Baby!
Danke. Hui. Das ging aber hart. Zackig und hardcore. Gibt dafür voll eine auf die Nuss gekriegt. Es ist sehr dunkel. Ich hoffe, ihr seht wohl genug, weil ich sehe fast gar nichts. Ich sehe nur, wie sie miteinander reden. Ich muss sagen, ich habe mal irgendwo besiegt, wo es Höller war. Beim ersten Mal.
Baby. We're getting out of here. I promise.
Ja, stimmt, es wird heller.
Give me back my baby. Are you clear, Unger? Who are you? Are you the father?
Voll lieb.
They told me your name was Sam Porter. But you were Sam Bridges. My bridge to the future. Or that bridge to the future. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
Man kann auch mit Vereinten Freundschaft schließen, will das Spiel dir damit sagen, ja? Nur falls du die Message nicht verstehst. Ich will es gleich mal gesagt haben. Ja, so läuft's halt. Aber es hat sich echt angehört wie ein Herzmonitor, so wie beim Hartman.
Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home.
Diesmal ja mehr Blut verloren als beim ersten Durchlauf. Ich hab's eigentlich in S abgeschlossen gehabt beim ersten Durchlauf, deswegen. Diesmal mehr Blut verloren und auch mehr, und auch weniger Kilometer, also Meter zusammengekriegt. Beim ersten Mal irgendwas mit 1400. Also, dass ich fast 1500 gelaufen bin und das hat mich sehr gewundert bei der klaren Karten. Ah, naja. Was soll man tun? Voll im Blatt gecovert.
Sam, are you okay? I reviewed your logs. It looks like you were caught in a supercell and emerged an instant later on the other side of Ground Zero. Not far from Port Knot City.
How'd I wind up here then?
Remember Victor? He found you lying unconscious by the harbor and brought you inside.
Danke an Victor.
I think Cliff might be Lou's father. He said, give me back my BB.
Impossible. Cliff was born...
He gave me this. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. Something about the BBs, maybe. About how they were made. It didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us. It felt like he just wanted to talk.
But you said you saw him holding the director captive on the beach.
Yeah. They must have some history we don't know about. Them and Bridget.
Funny you should say that. I've got something you should see. Found it in the archives while I was digging around. It's a pre-recorded message from the director labeled, "If I don't come back."
All right. This message is insurance. In
case something happens to me. For Bridget's eyes only. And I sure as hell hope that's who's watching. I got a little present from Emily. Said she'd take me to the beach if I wanted. But I'd need this doll to show me the way.
Yes.
It's a trap. It has to be. But I've decided to play along. You've all been playing along too, haven't you? You know this mask hides more than just my face. Well, Emily's a blank slate too.
Mm-hmm.
No past, no record she ever existed. She's a ghost. And the thing about ghosts, I never met Emily in person. Have you? Ever seen her in the flesh, shook her hand, touched her? The original team we sent was divided into two groups. Emily was with the first. Mama and Hartman were with the second. They had no direct contact with her.
Yes. Amelie's group was wiped out in Edgenorth City. Everyone but her. Everyone who could say whether or not she exists.
Bullshit. She's real. We've touched, all right? She and I both.
Well, I've only ever interacted with her hologram.
I'm telling you, I've met her. In person. Lots of times when I was little.
Yes, but on the beach.
Here's what the president had to say about her daughter. Emily was born on the beach. There her ka remained, though her ha came to this world. This division of body and soul forced her to spend most of her childhood in the hospital. But though her health was poor, her dooms numbers were off the charts. Her supernatural talents blossomed as she grew older and overcame her limitations. But by the time she was 20, she could travel to and from the beach, body and all. And that's where she started spending all of her time. Now, if you wanted to get in touch with Emily, it was via hologram or nothing. The president insisted on that. I swore an oath to the president and to America. As far as I was concerned, her word was law. So when she said Emily was her daughter and the best candidate to succeed her, I believed it. But when the archives were restored, I couldn't resist testing out my access privileges. And that's how I found out. Bridget was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her 20s and couldn't have children. You see, doesn't add up, does it? There's no way Emily could be Bridget's biological daughter. So where'd she come from? Who is she? Is she even real? How can we be sure that Emily is an extinction entity when we don't even know if Emily is Emily? Hell, for all I know, the EE theory might be bullshit. But if it's not, if she's the cause of the Death Stranding, then I have to accept her invitation. I've loaded my gun with hermetic rounds. Sam's blood. It connects my gun to her, to me, to him, all of us. Which means I should be able to take it with me to the beach. I'm gonna stop what she started by stopping her. One last confession. I'm just a man. No powers, nothing special. Don't have dooms, I can't repatriate like Sam either. Don't know the first thing about dying, I had never tried it. Yeah. I've been to hell.
Entschuldigung.
Every single battlefield was hell.
Nochmal Entschuldigung.
But no matter how terrible it got, I never died. Because all I ever did was run from death. Well, I gotta go. She's calling for me. Bridges, don't let me down.
Episode 12, Bridges.
After he recorded this, the director jumped to the beach. Or rather, Amelie summoned him there.
He had a gun to Bridget when I saw him. Then Cliff showed up, took him away.
I thought he went to the beach to confront Amelie.
Yeah, she was there too. She was the one who got me out.
It's so obvious to me now. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner. It was Amelie.
Genau.
What happened?
The chiral network dropped out. According to Lakna, it won't be long before it's completely unusable.
So all our hard work was for nothing.
Let me finish what I was saying, Sam.
I'll tell him.
Fragile. You look like shit. You should be resting.
I know. I need to tell you something. I had a little chat with Higgs back on the beach. Didn't take much to make him talk.
You say why he betrayed you?
He said it was part of her plan.
What?
She was their leader. The terrorist voidouts, the whole extinction agenda, Amelie was behind it all.
Like hell she was.
I know you don't want to believe
Hat vor ihr
but it lines up
gekniet.
with what Die Hard Man said. Higgs turned on me after he met Amelie. At first, he was looking to expand his territory, and I had a power he could use. At least, that's how he ended up working with me. He was no terrorist. He just wanted to reach more people. But then she shows up with abilities that put mine to shame. Hell, she could even control BTs. So Higgs decides to go with her. And that's when she turned him into her agent of extinction.
Amelie gave Higgs his power.
Yep, she made him her homo demons.
What about Bridget? You care to tell me what she was doing on the beach? You got an answer for that too?
I know it's a lot to swallow. But Higgs said himself that Amelie is an extinction entity. I looked inside his pod, and there was no BB in there. Take a good look at what was. It's the same doll Die Hard Man had. This is their bridge baby. There's this idea that the terrorists brought back BB tech and Bridges was just following suit. It's garbage. Their methods and yours are completely different. Your BB links you to the world of the dead. Their doll links them to Amelie and her beach.
You know who else had dolls like this? Cliff. He was carrying them on the battlefields. Cliff, Higgs, the director. All three of them were drawn in and controlled by this extinction entity. And who is this EE really? Is it Bridget? Is it Amelie?
All I can say is that the answers are on the beach. What she wants and why.
If we get to the bottom of that, then maybe we can still avert the last stranding.
You've got to find her, Sam.
Whoever she really is.
She's waiting for you on the beach. Hurry back east.
Ja dann, auf zurück nach Osten. Da wir noch nicht ganz im Osten. Das ist ja das Problem. Ja, Leitlein, aber an dieser Stelle beende ich mal. Und dann machen wir eine Pause.
The connection's unstable, so I'll keep this short. We have a job for you. Fragile's condition is deteriorating. If she slips into a coma, there's a chance her soul might become stranded on the beach. She needs cryptobiotes fast. Luckily for us, Fragile Express keeps a stockpile there in Port North City. So we'd like you to grab some for us while you're in the area. All the details are on the terminal upstairs. Please, Sam. This is critical.
Ja. Gut, ich werde ganz kurz auf Pause schalten. Die Aufnahme. Bis gleich. So, bin wieder da. Ja, bis daher haben wir schon ab da können wir einfach ganz normal weiter mit dem Let's Play gehen. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag. Gell? Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Servus.